What's up, bosses? What's up, bosses? And what's up, bosses to be? What's up, family? I'm here today with Gloria Caban, and I'm so excited and so grateful that she has taken the time out to share her 6-week Boss Life experience with you. So thank you, Gloria. Gloria's going to tell you all about herself, but I want to let you know that she's freaking amazing. She rocks. She's a mama of four and two bonus, if I'm correct, right? So she is a hard-working mama with an amazing journey that I can't wait for her to share with you, because she definitely is going to inspire you to make some boss moves if you haven't already. So Gloria, thank you for being here today. Thank you for sharing your time with me. And I want you to tell all of us who you are, what you do, and who you do it for.
Well, I am Gloria, as you mentioned. I am 40 years young, a mom to 6 wonderful children. I am a stay-at-home mom, but I'm an entrepreneur. I have my jewelry business, and I also help women with their finances, help to get their budgets in order, or help them with any plans that they may have in terms of wanting to save for a vacation but don't quite know how. So I help them, encourage them to move forward in faith and get their finances in order. And we do it in style. So I sell $5 jewelry as well.
Got mine on. So I love, you're a mom of 6. I mean, clearly you are busy. You are running your own business, and then you're also helping women on the side. So I want you to let everybody know why you have so much going on. And sometimes when women have so much going on, it could be an excuse to not, take the leap and do something, to invest in something and kind of boss up. Why did you decide to do the Boss Life with so much that you have going on already?
Because it was time. It was time. I was so cluttered in my mind. I was so cluttered even with the things that I was doing. Although I was very busy, it just didn't make sense to me. There wasn't any coordination, a lot of unanswered questions, and a lot of doubt. I wanted to move forward. I wanted to go to that next level. And I knew that that's where I was headed, but I didn't know how to begin. I didn't know where to go. So yes, I added something in addition to my plate. But after I completed it, it made more sense, and it made me to start doing things a different way, and started having my schedule run a little bit differently, more boss-like than how I had been doing things before.
I love that. I love that. Sometimes we can get so busy, so overwhelmed that we don't take the necessary steps to move forward. And I have to say, a lot of that sometimes when we don't move forward is because we're not clear. And the whole point of taking that bold step is to get clear, to figure out what the next steps are. So I'm sharing that with you as you're listening to Gloria, because sometimes women don't take the next steps because they're like, I don't know what to do. But that's the whole point of moving forward, so that you get clarity on what it is that you want to do. Because if not, we'll just stay there overwhelmed and burdened, with life, with work, with kids, with responsibilities. And we just continue on that cycle. So I love that you said you did it to know what was your next step and how to organize your life. What was your life like, your life and your business? What was that like for you before the 6-week coaching program?
I would say that my business was almost non-existent. It was there. I had run the jewelry business for a couple of years beforehand, but I wasn't really consistent with it. So only quite a few people knew me, but not too many. I didn't build connections with people. So it's like I was a face, but no type of character associated with that. And I wasn't really connecting with my clients. Most of the time before the Boss Life, it was just work, work, work. I had a 9 to 5. I was still working from home, taking care of my children. Everything was just robotic, just very routine, but not a routine that served me anything. It didn't serve me any purpose. It's just something that I had to do because that was the norm. That was what I thought I was supposed to do. But again, I knew that I had to do something different, or I had to do something more to get to that next level. I didn't want to stay where I was because it really wasn't serving me or anyone else any good.
Yeah. I love that you said I had a business, but it was almost non-existent and you weren't consistent. And you said something else. You said I was doing these things, but without character. And what I find is a lot of times is that women may have this thing that they want to work on or this side business, but they're not, there isn't this authenticity that's behind that product. You know, they don't know how to create that. And like, it just made me think, you said there was no character. There was just a lot of doing. So it sounds like you weren't aligned as far as like, you didn't know how to bring that character to life with this business and make it existent, right? Because sometimes we get busy, confused with productive, and we're just doing things just to do them without having any strategy or, you know, end result. So I love that you said that. What was it like for you being in the Boss Life community with other women on the same journey as you?
I enjoyed it because before the Boss Life, I felt like I was alone. Although I was surrounded by people all the time, I felt like no one really understood where I was coming from. No one understood my struggles. No one understood the plans that I had in my head. Like no one was relating to my situation. So I felt like I was just alone. And being at in the Boss Life with the ladies and with the community, I got to see that, no, I'm not the only one. We may not share the same exact journey, but we share similar journeys and similar thoughts and frustrations and struggles. And it was good to be able to communicate that with them in a safe environment. So I felt free to say what was on my mind, to say what I was considering as a business move, or asking for some help and some ideas, suggestions, without feeling like I'm being judged. And that made it more comfortable for me. And that's something that I never really had before. I mean, I've had, you know, associates that would sit and listen to my issues, but would never really understand what I'm going through. So any information they would provide to me really didn't feed my need or fill in that void. But with this community, even now after that, I've created bonds with these ladies, and I follow them on their journey and they follow me on mine. And it's like, I can still reach out to them, no questions asked, if I have a question, or just to say, hey, how you doing? I see, you know, you're doing this, doing that. And I was able to build that relationship with them, something that I really never had before, although I was always surrounded by people, just not my people.
Yeah. No, I love that as well, because relationships, as we learned in the Boss Life, is very, very important. It's important for us as moms, as wives, as business owners. Like, we need to connect, and we need to be able to be in community with others without stopping ourselves short. And sometimes we do that because we're afraid of saying, I'm going through this, or, you know, we're afraid to be judged, criticized. We think we're the only mom who has out of order teenagers. And hello, it was almost all of us going through family stuff, business stuff, you know, mindset stuff. And we were able to get through that together. So if you could find a word or a feeling, like, how does it feel to know that you are not alone?
It feels great. It's fulfilling. It gives me a sense of security and safety to know that I have that it was established, and I can still go back to it. I can still rely and depend on these relationships with these other bosses and have those communications with them. And again, not have to worry, not feel judged. That sense of security and safety, that's what's important for me. in my journey. And I'm sure, you know, for others as well, looking for the same thing. So I'm glad I was able to get that with this group.
I love that. I love that you feel safe and secure. I mean, because as us women growing our businesses, learning something new, you know, starting from scratch, making all these boss moves, it's important that we feel safe. We just want to know that we are good, right? Somebody is holding us. Somebody has our back. Somebody's hugging us. Somebody's praying for us. Somebody's leading us, guiding us. Somebody's like saying, me too, you know, you're not the only one. So safety and security is so important. I'm glad that you felt that way in community, because when we can feel safe, we can be more vulnerable. We can share more truth. And I think that that's such an important part of our journey as bosses, because we want to be real. If there's anything that we want to be, is real about our journey. Because as Gloria is saying, like, she's helping women with their finances. So she wants to come as real as she can and as authentic, because it allows that other person to say, yeah, I suck at my finances. I've made some poor choices. So we've learned to lead with that as well, because we know how important it was for us to feel that way. So I love that. How is your life different? How are you and your life and your business different after the 6-week boss life? And I want you to share your boss moves, your big old bold move, but how are you and your life different after these 6 weeks? Like, tell us what's going on.
It's liberating. It really is liberating. So before the boss life, and even during that the 6-week course, I was an employee. I had a 9-to-5 job. I was working at home, and I was okay there. But again, I knew I needed something more. After the boss life, after understanding what my purpose is, getting to identify that, listen to my thoughts and my feelings and energies around me and all of the good stuff that I learned, I realized I came to a point in my life that what I was currently doing, that 9-to-5, wasn't good for me anymore. Yeah. The whole point was that I wanted to focus more on my business. I wanted to focus more on my clients. I wanted to serve them better. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to do that with the 9-to-5, because I spent the majority of my day in front of the computer working. And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, but for my journey, it just wasn't fitting anymore. And I was miserable. Like the last week of work, I cried every day. I was just so miserable inside, because I felt like I was wasting my time. Yeah. And you know, I'm not getting any younger, right? Even though I'm 40 years young, but still, it's a lot of time that I feel like I was beginning to waste, continuing there at that job and not moving forward in my purpose and working on my business and making sure that it excels and making sure that I'm able to serve my community and my clients and my customers better. So I quit my job. I quit my job, and that's been so liberating for me. Yes. It was scary. I'm not gonna lie. It was scary, but at the same time, I felt a sense of peace making that decision, because I knew at that point my time with that company was done. The work that I was doing wasn't bad. It wasn't even hard. It was so simple, but it just wasn't for me anymore. And I'm all about now making sure that I'm intentional with the things that I do, making sure that I don't waste any time, because time is very precious. And now it allows me to spend even more time with my kids, more time with them, make sure that I'm on top of them in terms of their school, because they all do virtual learning. So they're at home, you know, and then I have a little one who hasn't gone to school just yet. And so he needs a lot of attention. So imagine being on a 9-to-5 job at home with all the kids, they feel it and they know, oh, for 9 hours out of the day, 9 hours, that's crazy. But 9 hours out of the day, they can't talk to mommy. They can't disturb mommy. They got to do whatever it is that they can do to make it through those 9 hours until mommy's done from work. And then they can bombard me with all the questions and everything that they want to talk to me about during the day, or what happened during the day. Yeah. Now they can talk to me whenever. And I love that. And I see that it's liberating even for them, because they're more comfortable to communicate with me. If there's any struggles or frustrations or even issues that they're going through with their classwork, they're able to just come to me and say, Mom, I have a question. And I can stop what I'm doing and I can just help them without feeling guilty about telling them no, because I can't, because I'm stuck to a schedule, or I'm stuck to this commitment. I mean, of course, you know, there are days where I have my schedules and I do have meeting with clients and I do perform my live shows. So there are moments in the day where mommy's working, mommy's busy, you can't disturb her, but it's not a full 9 hours, which is like the majority of their day. So it's so liberating for me to finally be able to do that, to finally walk in my purpose and not be afraid to make radical choices. And I'm all about, you know, trying to get to that next level, and whatever it takes, that's what I'm going to do. And I don't feel like I'm being held down, especially by someone else's schedule.
Congratulations on that, Mama, because we know how scary it is to quit a 9 to 5 being a mom. Okay, I only have 2. Okay, you had 6, so we know we had to hold the hand there, do a lot of prayer. That was very scary, but you did it because you said something so important that I want every mother out there who is working a job that's making her miserable and not allowing her to be free and happy to know that if you are doing something you do not love, yes, you are wasting your time, right? And we get to this point where we realize, like Gloria, like I said, I was sitting there and I realized I'm wasting my time. Like I'm sitting here 9 hours a day and my kids are here. I'm working from home, but it's still not freedom that I want, right? Because I'm committed to this thing where I feel no growth. It was so easy. You could do it with your eyes closed. There was no growth there for you, right? So I want to say to you moms out there listening that are wanting to quit your 9 to 5, that you want to grow, you want to do something. What happens is that you're not clear and you're not full. You're not full with the tools that you need and the inspiration and the vision and the possibilities that will be made known to you for you to say, I can quit. Sometimes we're in such a space where we don't see it as an option, right? And this is the whole point of bossing up. It's like, you have choices, mama. You have options. Here there are. Here's a plan for you. If you stick to it, like out the door you go into freedom. So I want to say that why I really want to big you up and congratulate you, because there are women with the tools and still won't pull the trigger because it's scary. Right. But it's a big reason why we rely a lot on faith and we build it up and we have a lot of prayer, because we have to continue to make these scary moves. This is not going to be her last scary move. This is just the beginning. Yes. So I'm very proud of you for that. It takes a lot of guts to do that. And that's exactly why you are a boss mama now, building your business and being able to be there for the kids. Like, I can't even imagine all day, like, 9 hours, like, don't come over here, don't come over here. And now to be like, I'm yours. How can I help you? How can I serve you? And you also said something very important. You said the kids felt it. When mom is stressed and overwhelmed and overworked and unhappy doing something that she does not love, but she feels this pressure to do it because she has a family to provide for, oh, they're going to feel that. Hubby's going to feel that. Your neighbors, people around you. But most importantly, you feel that. And I'm so happy that you don't feel that anymore, because that makes you a changed woman. That makes you a changed woman forever. You have taken the 9-to-5 chains off, baby. Off, and I love it. But
yes,
Gloria, I want you to there are women who are out there right now. There are moms who are out there right now who are on the fence. I mean, they know they're unhappy at work. They know they don't want to be there anymore, but they are, and they want to change their lives, but they're on the fence about doing this 6-week course, right? Or they may be hesitant. They may be hesitant to invest in themselves. What would you say to them, like from your heart? What would you share with these women who are afraid to invest in themselves?
I'd say even if you are afraid, you have to do it. It's very important that you invest in yourself. You have to continue to grow, and you're not going to know what that next level is if you don't take a chance on yourself. Give yourself an opportunity to see what you can learn, because honestly, if I didn't go through this course, I don't think that I would have quit my 9-to-5. I don't think that I would be in this position. I think that I would still be miserable. And I don't want that. Who wants to be miserable? I know that there are other ways. There's other ways that I can provide for my family, you know. And again, I'm not saying that having a 9-to-5 is bad. It's not bad. But if you're doing it for all the wrong reasons and it's not serving you any purpose, why continue? If you're too scared, you don't have to make this way.
My dear's a little frozen there. Gloria froze, so I'm just gonna pick up until her audio or her Wi-Fi connects again. But I love what she's saying, that if you're afraid, do it anyway. If it's not serving you and you are unhappy, if you are unhappy where you are not growing, it is not serving you, then do it anyway. And I have to say that I love that advice, because sometimes we feel like the circumstances that we're going through are going to stop us from, here Gloria goes again. Yeah, hello. Yeah, I was just piggybacking off of what you said, and just really going in and telling them when you said do it anyway, you know, if you're afraid, do it anyway, especially if you're unhappy. So I just want to let you just finish off there.
Yes, like you have to invest in yourself. You have to find what really motivates you. You have to find what is really going to take you to that next level. And you have to have that community too. You can't do everything by yourself. Things are not going to always work doing things by yourself. You need that community, and having that 6 weeks. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? Honestly, you don't learn anything. I doubt it. I highly doubt it. With any investment, there's always going to be a return. It's up to you on how you receive the information that's being given to you and presented to you. It's up to you on how you apply that to your own life and your own experiences, and how you make it better moving forward. And I don't think, honestly, that I would have been in the place that I am in if I didn't take the course and if I didn't take it seriously. Because one thing about it is a lot of people like to drop investments, right? They put money into something, but then they don't do the work. Yeah. It's not going to work that way. You have to participate. Participation is everything, because at the end of the day, this is to make your life better for you and for whomever you're doing what you're doing it for. It can be your children, it can be your spouse, your family, your community. The whole point is that you have to put in the work. So yes, do the investment, even if you do it afraid. Learn what you need to learn. Take those experiences and then apply it to your life and see how much is going to change. Even if you're afraid, just do it. It's 6 weeks out of your life. How fast has 6 weeks have gone? for you just working, clocking in, clocking out. And you've been praying for an opportunity to do something a little bit different. Yeah. It may be stressful, or you may be frazzled in the beginning because that's something more you're adding onto your schedule if you're very busy like me, but you make time. You have to make time because this is only going to help you progress. And I'm sure deep down inside, that's what you want to do. So give yourself an opportunity to do that.
Woo! Amen. Amen. Thank you so much for that, Gloria. I know that came from the bottom of your heart, because I have to say, one thing about you was that truly you showed up every week and you did the work. You know, you showed up and you did the work, and that's just what is important. That's the only way you are going to change your life, is to invest in yourself, show up, see what I got for you, right? You take it, you apply it, and I'm here 110% for you through the whole course, like holding your hand from beginning to end. So like Gloria said, it's like, what are you going to lose, right? I'll tell you one thing, you're going to gain your time back, right? You're going to gain time back. You're going to gain knowledge. You're going to gain self-esteem, confidence, power, and you're going to gain tools to make different decisions in your life. So I want to thank you for sharing that, Gloria. And I also want you to share with us where we can find you, because I'm going to let you know right now, Gloria quit her job, but her life is going to be very, very different from a year from now. So I love for us to follow you and to be really amazed at the journey from this day forward, because you have done an amazing job and you've made an amazing transition for you and your family. And we would love to keep our eyes on your journey. So
I appreciate that. So I can be found on Facebook and Instagram. It's pretty much the same. You just can search for my name, Gloria Caban. You'll see my personal page, which just has my name, but then you'll see my business page as well. So you can follow along in my journey, whichever journey you'd like. I mean, it's all pretty much the same because it's coming from me. But yeah, Facebook or Instagram, Gloria Caban, C-A-B-A-N. And then you'll see Glow Glamorous after that for my jewelry business. But there'll be some more information in terms of my financial consulting aspect of the business. So just hang out with me. And it's not all about the jewelry. I know, that I say that I have a business. It's not really all about the jewelry. Yes, it's there. It's fun. It's affordable. If you're interested, you can follow me just for that. But there's a lot more to it. We grow, we build relationships, we have fun, we have events, virtual events, we have games, questions and answers. So it's a lot of interaction there. So you can absolutely follow me. And if you have any questions and you want to reach out to me on a more personal level, you can always send me a message on Facebook or Instagram. I'm here to help and to serve.
Awesome. We love you, Mama. Thank you so much. And thank you for all you mamas on my timeline showing up, giving Gloria some love and congratulating her on her boss move of quitting her 9-to-5. And I'd love to work with you next. Love you all. Take care. Thank you, Gloria.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.